at their own 24-yard line.
Mike, everybody. Hey, kill.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now second and 7 from the 23. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Sunday. March 43. Hey, Haywood. For this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
Now Wentz on third down. And he connects with Ertz. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
43 is the mic. 43. 82, 40.
Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here I come. 5'9". He's tracking.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Wentz now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Hey, Alpha. 44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Tokyo! 44's the Mike! 44's the Mike! Gotta do better.
Now Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. So they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hey, Rip 5-2, on here. 94 is the Mike. Hey, wahoo! 3 bars. 94 is the Mike. 94 is the Mike.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 1st touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
47.
On second down, Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Let's go.
Prescott on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Black, come on. Watch twist. Man 5-7. Check 24. 82.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the... .26.
Tristan Hill brought him down. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
74. Bravo. 43
To throw is Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He'll try and run it. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
26. 53. 46. 26.
First down, Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
26.
Throwing. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Sanders. Yeah, he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Prescott now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
26.
Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. He's got it at the 15.
Prescott's pass complete to Michael Gallup. A gain of 55 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Here's Wentz to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another as Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, Delta. 43. Mike's 43. It's our time. It's our time.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Going right side here, and that's complete. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
That's another Eagles first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Great. Hey, Lou.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Great 15. Hey, Charlie.
43. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Hey, let's get some pass.
Play action. Now Wentz. Open man, it's Preston Williams.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 26. Hey, 57. 5.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Army.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Sponge. Ram. Smooth. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to go down again. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 36. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Slam. 46. Here we go, 46. Switch gears. Mike, 53. Mike.
I got one.
Watch the ship. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
It's now 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
44 is the mic. 44 is
Hey, Zoo.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
number 52.
A first down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down now, it's Elliott. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So they keep on the ground with Elliott. About 3 yards there to the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. On first down, Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They go to Elliott again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
Check. Check. 53. So we're going to 53.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Sunday. Back.
Now Sanders. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment, thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for Dallas, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brett.